Okay, you're rolling.
Okay. Greetings, my name is Christopher Phillips. Sorry if I get a bit nervous. Crap, I'm sorry. Sometimes I get as nervous as a computer with a virus sometimes. Well, I'm going to be doing my presentation on game designing using JavaScript. I'll be talking about my mentor, my research paper, the overview of my practical experience, the collaboration with my mentor, my successes and challenges, what I learned, and the impact that this project had on me. My mentor, his name is Mr. Zachary Wooten. He is a integrated 1 and 2 math teacher here at Irwin. He studied math and electrical engineering at Clemson University and studied computer programming and coding courses at UNCA. His goal here is to make a coding course here at Irwin because 10% of all high schools in the United States offer this. So he's wanting to bring it here, so he started a coding club. My research paper. It talks about the history, the requirements, and the types of game designers. The requirements is you must have a bachelor's degree in art and computer science. It is good to have good communication skills and good scientific skills. There are also different types of game designers. These two are just examples. Script writers do what the name says. They create the voiceovers, the story of how it goes, and all that. Then there's the game or the level designers. They also do what the name says. They just like create the setting, where the game takes place, the environment, and the terrain. My practical experience. I did some lessons on Code Academy. I took some lessons on JavaScript from there. I also did some lessons on Code School, which is similar, just different website. I practiced some coding on Khan Academy, which I'm sure that some of you are familiar with. And I also practiced on Notepad, which is a program used to create websites and other coding. I also practiced on my own website. This is the website made during Coach Jeff Hackey's class in his multimedia and web page design course. This is pretty much all that I did. There was nothing much I could do with JavaScript. I just wanted to see how it would look, and this is pretty much the outcome of back then. The collaboration with my mentor. We made this paddle ball that you see right here, if you all can see. He also taught me some codes, what they're used for, when it is appropriate to use them too. We also created an animated bouncing ball. I can't show you that because due to an error, the data is lost, and I was running low on time, so I'm afraid I can't show you that right now. We made this game evolve. At first, it was just a simple one-player Pong game, and it's just one paddle and one ball, nothing else, just bouncing off the screen. Then I got the idea of making it a 2-player, so me and my mentor just made it a 2-player. We added an extra paddle and we added some scoreboards. Then over time I was thinking that the ball was just getting too predictable, so I just created these barriers right here to confuse the players. I only need one volunteer. Are any of you wanting to come up? This is the game that me and my mentor created. Me and my volunteer will now show you how it works. One player's on the mouse and the other player's on the keyboard. To start the game, you just click the mouse and it all starts. Go ahead. See? Unfortunately, I don't think that is. Unfortunately, unfortunately, Miss Simpkins' laptop is like I can't really move the mouse while she's controlling that at the same time, so it's going to be really difficult to play. Examples of code. There's the if else statement. That is basically a Boolean, which is just a true or false statement. Var, which means variable, I pass. Variable just shortens this so you don't have to repeat it over and over again. So variable, I pass. If I pass equals true, confirm it's party time. I'm going to celebrate because I'm going to graduate. Else, confirm I will not quit. I'm not going to stop until I graduate and pass this presentation. These slashes just mean that it's only for your eyes only. The computer will just skip it and move on. So that's just for your eyes only. It's for a mental note. My successes and challenges. My successes, I made a website that you guys saw in previous slides. I also made a bouncing ball, which I can't really show you. My biggest success was the paddle ball game me and Miss Simpkins played. My challenges was buying laptop after laptop. The first laptop I had was old and slow, so I had to get a new one, but something bad happened to it. Soon after I got it, the screen cracked. Yeah. And then I got a tablet, which was perfect for my presentation because it had all the necessary requirements, the PowerPoint, the Microsoft Word, all that. Then there's family issues. My Aunt Donna's husband's mother passed away last week, and we had to go to her funeral, for emotional support for them. And a month ago, the same aunt's daughter tried to, do away with her. It was really sad. She came to my home with bumps on her. She was crying. It was really sad to see it. And I have a handicapped father, and I have 3 cats to take care of. I have to help clean, cook, and take care of the cats, give them food, change litter boxes. And the hardest part, I believe, was memorizing the codes and the purposes because there's just a lot of code to memorize. I was planning on making the paddleball game run its own program, but it was too advanced for me, so I had to just settle with what I had. What I learned. I learned that I can use JavaScript using HTML format. I just needed code that will allow me to do so. There are also other types of coding format. There's Ruby, Python, and this one was a shock to me. There's iOS. That one was a shock to me. I just thought that was a program made of codes, but it itself was a code itself. I learned that I'm able to create games using JavaScript. That game me and Miss Simpkins played was made of complete JavaScript, made from scratch. And every single thing that you see on a laptop, computer, video game device is all made of code. This presentation was made out of code. Every single thing on a computer is made of code. The impact. I'm not planning on making this my career in the future because it's too hard to memorize all the code, and I'm afraid I might slip up somewhere. I realize how hard it is to code. I mean, if I slip up, it could end up with my career. If I do make a lot of errors, it's going to be insanely hard to try and find them and fix it, because when I get done coding, it's going to come up as an error. Then I'm going to have to hunt the code down and fix it. And companies, they don't have time for anyone. Either you know what you're doing or you don't. If you don't, just move along and go on with your life. And my dream is actually to be is similar to this, but not really coding. I am planning on becoming a script writer for the Insomniac Games. So I'm going to be attending Full Sail University in Florida, but I'm not going to Florida. I'm going to be taking their online courses. And this is the end of my presentation. Is there any questions I'm free to ask, or if you're free to ask?
Well, I just have a comment. I've learned more about gaming than I ever thought I would ever know. That was very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
There's actually two sides of gaming. There's a beautiful side, which is like all the fun and animation, and then there's the the ugly side, which is all the coding and the hard work. without the ugly side, the good side wouldn't even exist. They like support each other.
Before you did this, Chris, were you thinking you were going to do coding? Was that one of the career paths that you were considering?
Not really. I'm more of a creative type, so I was thinking of creating storylines.
What's Insomniac?
It's a gaming company for Ratchet and Clank and all the others for PlayStation. They're located in Burbank, California, and Durham, North Carolina. So
you might have to move one day.
Yeah, but I'm not going far. I'm going to Durham.
Okay. You got a plan. I like it.
Good job, Chris. I'm
Thank
so
you.
proud of you.
Yeah, you did an amazing job.
Thank you.
So you just want to do the fun part and think and be creative and think of all the storylines and let somebody else do the hard part in the coding.